Hi everyone, it's Kay from the Paper Shed. Hope you're all doing well today. Thanks for popping by and joining me again today for another Mass Make March. And I'm loving it. It's been great. I'm watching all of the videos. It's been fabulous. And I love the fact that they make so many things. My idea though of Mass Make March is, how can I put it? I love watching people make ephemera, and I can do clusters, I can do the littler things because I can fit those into a journal. But when it comes to mass making and sort of forward thinking about what I want to do for a journal, I can't do that till I know what I'm doing. And if I make it prior, it sits in my box, it sits in my ephemera box forever. So I've come to the conclusion the reason why I've actually thought about it is because I was thinking about what I could do for Mass Make March, and my sort of idea of building up my ephemera is a bit like the tickets that we did the other day. That to me is building my ephemera. It's not ephemera as in ephemera, full finished ephemera that you would put into a journal straight off. It is things to add to clusters, to pockets, to whatever it is that you're doing. So I wanted to really concentrate on the basics. So flat, basic makes that can be added to, like this, for instance. So this is just a hidden paper clip, and I'm always after these. Hidden paper clip that is blank that you can decorate up whatever fits into your project. Same with envelopes. I make my envelopes as I'm making my projects, so it's a lot easier for me to do. And I find it really difficult to take it from out of my made up ephemera, because I don't always like the fact that it doesn't actually fit in properly to my journal. Does that all make sense to anybody out there? Because I'm sure I can't be the only person that thinks or feels that way. So I find it really difficult to make pre-ephemera up to use in set journals. So I like to do my things as I work through my book, as I work through the actual making side of it. And so the beginner side of it started thinking, well, if I'm going to help anybody, especially beginners, because I am sort of about that. I do want to encourage people to create what they want to create. I want them to feel that they can just get their scrap papers out or their paper pads out and just play, just have a play. It's such an infectious and rewarding form of art. But I do feel that for a beginner, you're not going to know what style you want. You're not going to know, what to put in your ephemera box, what to make up. At least, and I still don't. So don't feel bad that you don't. It's a normal process. So I wanted to really concentrate on this Mass Make March for beginners because I think that's where it all starts. Just want a beginner to feel that they can go to their desk, pull some of their supplies out and just do something that makes them feel happy and have a reward at the end of it by looking at their stuff that they've made. And although Mass Make March is all about the mass making of it and building up your ephemera pieces and everything else, I do love all of that. But I sort of want to concentrate on doing blank forms of things so that it doesn't matter if if you need loads of envelopes, make loads of envelopes, but you don't have to decorate them. You don't have to, actually finish that as a project. Just make them up so that you've got a stash. Make all different types and styles of tags that you can just pull out and think, right, I'm going to make 6 of those today because I'm making, a green journal that is floral with butterflies, or I'm going to be making a grungy journal, so I want some grungy tags. You can pull them out of your stash, and you haven't got to think about it too much. You've already got your basics there, your base of your starting point. So that's what I want to try and do. So I'm sorry for going on and on and on, but I just needed to sort of explain why I want to do things blank. I don't want to sit here and create, ephemera. I mean, I made these last time. I can't remember how long I've had them. And is that the back? That's the back. And they don't fit in anywhere. I've not got a place for them. They're not, to me, they're not pretty enough for me to add to a journal, and I'm probably never going to use them. Probably never going to use them. And I mean, I have used a few that I made up, but reluctantly. That's what I will say. So that's the sort of thing I mean. I don't want to sort of finish it to its conclusion, although this is what they could look like once you decorate them. I want to make some blank paperclip. Some blank ones that you can just decorate as and when you want to do it. We can make these in any size, in any form that you want, with this system and the measurements that I'm going to give you, out of any piece of scrap card, right? You don't need them to be super big, or the only criteria for your scraps is that it's got to be at least 7.5 inches long. That's the least that you're going to need to do it. Okay, so I've got me some nice bit of scraps there, and then I'm just going to sort these out. Let me just move these out of the way for you. So that I mean, look at that. How tiny is that? I just love that. And I mean, I've made that out of pattern card, and it's just green. So, I mean, all I need to do is add a little eyelet here and put a dangle on or something, piece of ribbon, whatever you want to do, and stick something in that little pocket and decorate this little pocket up with a bit of collage. And you'd have a finished piece and a ready-made paper clip. I just love them. They're so simple and easy to do, and I love it. So let's get started. So you're going to need a scoreboard, you're going to need your score tool, you're going to need your scrap pieces of paper, you're going to need some tags, tabs in a different size and shapes, other things to make tabs with, so a bit of material here and there maybe. I just wanted to try something a bit different, so let's just go ahead and try. So we're just going to get a piece of scrap paper, we're going to put it on long ways on our scoreboard. We're going to score at 1 inch, that's our pocket. Okay, so that's your beginning. Then you're going to score at 2 7/8. Then at 4 and is it 3? 1, 2, 3 eighths. 1, 2, 3 eighths. And then again at 6. That's it. 4 score lines. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to do those a lot. Why is that out? Do it at 6. Okay. So I'm just going to just quickly score those both ways, just so it gives me flexibility. Now, if this is your front, which I've got a bit of, I've just dibby-dabbied that with a little bit of, it's on the back anyway. But start your fold on your back, okay? On your back. Fold that first one, pop your paper clip in. Now, I'm using 2-inch paper clips. You can use whatever you have to hand. But a 2-inch paper clip will take it right down to the bottom of each of your folds. And then you're going to fold that over and fold that up. And that literally is it. What I love about these is they've got like a lip on the back, so that when you come to put it onto your page, I used to make them and they used to be flush here on this side. And it used to be a pain to get them on the page. But since I've learnt this method, which I think was from Carol at the Friendly Quail, and that's it. Literally is it. You can even leave this pocket low for now so that you can cover this if you want to. And then you're just going to glue it on. And so all we do in that, let's ink and corner first. So you can leave them square or you can use corners. So we can use, I'm just going to use the tiny corner edges. And you just want to do all of your ends, corners, whatever. Little tip with this, And I've seen so many people, or I've watched so many people just lately, that they use it this way, okay, and they don't get it in properly. So my little tip is turn it over, whichever one you want. Just get your piece of corner into the corner and you'll get it right every single time. I don't think I need to do that one. Okay. And then you just glue that up. And we have our pocket, a little pocket paperclip. Perfect. I'm going to ink it at this point, just quickly, and then we'll make a load up. And I think for your stash, they're ready done, because I'm forever looking for a paperclip, and then I end up just sticking a normal paperclip on, and you know, it's not nice. It has to be pretty or grungy or whatever your style happens to be. Okay, and then all we do is we glue this one down. Come on, glue, you know you want to work. There we go. Oh, damn it. Okay, bring that up. Bring this down. To there. And then squeeze those together. And then we could either leave the pocket if you want to decorate, or you just put your pocket up. And if you, I don't know who gave, or I've seen this tip quite a few times, just squeeze in your edges as you do your pocket so that you create a little lip here. It's so much easier than a flatter pocket. And it just, I don't know who it was that first showed that, but then obviously when you've got a piece of ephemera, it fits in quite easy then. And there you have it, and that will go on any page. Really simple, really easy. So you can leave them blank like that. You can stick a tab on. I'm going to use a craft one. There we go. So I'm just going to stick a tab on, and I just didn't, got to ink it. Make sure you pop it on the top, because I've done that when I've been mask making. Stuck her in the wrong place. And then you can add a little dangle from there, like this. If I take that out. So like this, you can add a little dangle, so that can go on your page. With ball pins, and or you can use a different tab altogether. So you could actually stick in a piece of material, just what's the name, that over the top, not over the top of that obviously, but onto it. I'll show you in the next one. But there they are, 2 minutes and they're done. And you can mass make those, keep them in your stash as they are, like that. And then you can do them in any size. You can use pattern paper, you can use card like this. Let's do pattern here. So it's 1 inch, just so that we'll go over it again. 2 7/8, 4 3/8, and 6. Okay, that's all the measurements you need, and this will work every single time. Okay, just remember that when you come to do your folding, you start it from your blank side or your back side. Fold the second fold over and find a paper clip. Any paper clip will do. Okay, and then you fold that down. These sometimes may need cutting off depending on how long your papers are. That one's actually perfect, so that one doesn't need it. How cool is that? And I'm going to leave that one square. Shall I? Shall I? Don't know. Don't know. Can I do it if I do it that way? Won't go in, will it? Oh, no, it did. Oh, even quicker way. An even quicker way to do it. There we go. And then glue that up. Same again, do the back. Glue that down. Okay, and then glue this one down. Okay. And then we'll stick something a little different on this, I think. So squeeze your pocket in just slightly so that you create a little lip. There's that piece of card gone. There you go. There's a pocket. I didn't ink, but it doesn't matter because you can ink afterwards, or maybe you don't want to ink. I'm going to ink now. And then I'll just do that and that. There we go. All done, all dusted, all glued up. And then what we'll do is, if you want to put a piece of fabric on as a tab instead, you can either glue it on or you can use your tiny attacher. The only thing you've got to be careful of is that you'll have to do it long ways because of your paper clip. So you'll have to do it either side of your paper clip. One there. And I happen to have green. And one there. There we go. And that's got a nice little tab on it. Love it. So let's try something a bit different. So like I said, all these have been created or come out of, let's have a go at this one, slightly wider one. Okay, where's my bone folder? Am I just not seeing it? There it is, I can feel it. There we go. So again, 1 inch, 2 7/8, 4 3/8, and 6. Do your folding however you want to do that. Just zigzag it along and score them in. On the back side, fold the second one up so it's like this. Find the paper clip that you want and pop that on, and then up it comes, over it comes. This one's a bit long or longer, but all we're going to do is just snip it off. So you see where your crease mark is, just snip that off. Okay, and then your pocket will come up and cover that end for you. Perfect. Not quite straight. And if you've got, like, you know, if they weren't exactly straight, which some of mine aren't, you can just snip those off. So there's another one. Loving that. Okay, so just edge this one in the same way. Okay, let's see if I can cut the edges. Some will, because it will depend on your thickness of your paper. So sometimes it will work, sometimes it may not. But that one did, so that saved quite a big job. Glue it up. This side first, short side first. And then I thought, I wonder how big you can actually make them, because these would be quite cool as like a when you come to glue this one, make sure you've got no glue here that'll hinder your pocket. And I'm just going to glue that pocket up. Okay, anywhere that you need to. I didn't edge that edge, did I? Never mind. See, so I've got a little bit hanging over this side. I can see a bit of white. Just snip away. Perfect. So what can we put on this? Shall we put a different tab on so that you can see? There you go. That fits nice on there, actually. So you could just get your supplies out and just give it a go. See what you think. Okay. Make sure you're gluing it to the top. Oh yeah, I like that, look. That's cute, huh? Quite liking those. So I just want to see what we can do if we've got a bigger card. So I've got some slightly wider card here. How wide is it? It's 3. All right, so we're going to give it a go with 3 and see what that looks like. So it's 1, same measurements, nothing's different. 2 and 7/8, 4 and 3/8, and 6. Okay, all the same measurements. Those measurements are for a 2-inch paper clip or smaller, but I wouldn't go much smaller, to be honest. Okay, on the back side with your 1 inch at the bottom, fold that second score line, pop your paper clip inside. Okay, pop your paper clip inside, fold it up, fold it over. Need that to trim that to about here. Okay, and then oh, I like it. So that's a 3-inch. I wonder if I can get a much larger one. I'm going to try this. So let's see. Now this is something I wanted to try. I've got these papers left over. So that was a full sheet, okay? And all I've done, it was already folded in the middle, unfortunately, because it was a page. But it's made of thicker, slightly thicker than copier paper. So all I did was cut it in the middle, because what I want to try now is I want to try and make it so that it's a longer piece. So I did a sort of a little bit of a thing. So this was just a piece that I was using. It's just paper though. So I want to just follow this and see if I can do it like this. And this is with 2 paper clips because it's wider. But I wanted to see how big we could actually go without it being an issue. So I'm still having an inch pocket. Okay, so that's still my starting point. Then I want to do 3 3/4. Then I want to do 6. Oh, it just misses that line. And then I want to do 8 1/2. That's 6, 7, 8 1/2. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, so oh, yes. Okay, so they're probably going to be the biggest we can do, I would think. Okay, so I'm just going to go and fold these ones because I need them to be a bit flatter. Yeah, so it's going to work. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 paper clips this time. Now, I do have these big ones, but that's too long. So I'm just going to get 2 paper clips, 2 2-inch paper clips. Doesn't matter which ones you use, I don't suppose. So I'm just going to put those onto there. Now I know they don't go right down to the bottom, so just want to see what happens to the back part. Yes, I'm going to just cut this off here so that it creates that, and then that's going to come up like that. That's a nice size though. Bit big, but I mean it's like a pocket. I'm wondering if I just want to straighten that. I don't know why it's off, because it's off this side as well. Okay. So I don't know if that would cause not really, I don't suppose it would. But I'm wondering if there isn't a way of creating a pocket, is there, in there? Let's just see. Right, so I want those paper clips to be flat on there. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to washi tape those down. Have I got any to hand? I've usually got one on my desk that I don't like using. So I'm just going to washi those down, because I just want to try something different. Let's just see. And this is what happens when you play. Okay. I'll burnish those. I'm probably doing overkill. Don't shoot me. Probably don't need to do it that much. So what I want to do is I want to glue the back in. That's the certainty, okay? Because that's your smaller part. So I definitely want to... Oh, come on, Mr. Glue. What are you playing at? I've just used you. It's not like I don't use you often enough. I visit every day. Okay. So I'm just going to glue this section up. And then we're just going to think about the other bit. Because all I'm really interested in is seeing if I can create a pocket down there. I'm wondering if I should put a piece down there. This is a bit of overkill. But I don't want anything to catch on the inside of that pocket. Is it worth it for a pocket? Yes, it is. Okay. Now then, I suppose in a way though, it all depends whether you want your pocket that way. Mind you, I don't suppose it matters, because you could put it that way. Do you know, that looks out of... Oh. So what I'm going to do on this part is I'm just going to do 2 sides. Now you've got to do this side because that's the inside and that's where your pocket is. So you can only have your opening at this side or this side. So you've got to do the L. Okay, so I want that and that. Ooh, that wasn't very good, was it? Doesn't matter, we don't need like a full depth pocket. Okay. Yep, it may work. It just may work. And I just want to do that pocket and that pocket there. Squeeze those in. I've got a feeling, you know, that it might have been Gail that I got that hint of. Can't be perfectly sure. Now then. Yeah, because it doesn't have to be right to that edge, does it? Oh, but that's where that's glued. Okay, so that tells me one more thing. But let me see if I've got a large ticket somewhere. Look, something a bit smaller. Is that smaller? Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like it. Then, where think that butterfly one gone? There's that one. That's cool. I didn't know whether it would hinder. I didn't know whether the paper clips would hinder. It's not the paper clips that are causing me the issue now. It's where I've joined this piece here, the inner piece. But we could play around with that. I don't think it's there. Oh, I like it though. That's pretty cool. Isn't that a nice size? You've created a paperclip pocket, paperclip, a hidden paperclip pocket. Loving it. So that could be a hidden spot, so you don't have to have anything sticking out. You still need a tab on it, which I would put in the middle maybe, rather than the top or the bottom. And you could actually have it this side, although you wouldn't want the pocket coming out there. Yeah, because you can only have a top or a bottom pocket, can't you? Yeah. So now I'll put it on that way. Let me just ink that up. Oh, I can see all sorts of yumminess coming out of that one. So that's pretty cool that we've created something a bit different. Glue. I've actually zoomed in a little, and I think it might be working. I noticed in some of my videos that I'm down here all the time because I do work close to me, to be fair, mainly because I can't see unless I do. But it was frustrating me when I was doing my videos, and I thought, I don't know how to change that apart from changing the angle of the camera. But mine's a fixed one. It's a fixed camera, but I can't really. Oh, I do love it. Oh, and I've done that, and I wanted to round the corners, although I quite liked it as a square pocket. Shall we make another one? Let's make another one. So if you're going to do this super duper double pocket hidden paperclip, double pocket hidden paperclip, okay? We've also got a secret pocket. I wonder if I can edge those. Take that out and pop that in. Yeah, I can. I can still edge that just about, so I will. Just do the tiny one. I don't think I can get that one in there now, but I can just. Get your smaller scissors, Kay. That will help. There we go. Well, that looks a little bit better. There's your hidden pocket for your secret messages. Oh, I do like those butterflies sticking out there. Like that. Let's do another one and see. So you can get 2 of those out of one A4 sheet. 2 of them out of one A4 sheet. Okay. With a hidden pocket or a double pocket or whatever you want to call it. I did 1 inch, 3 3/4 inch, and 6 inch. So that one's in the right place. And then 6 inch there. So I want to do 2.5 inches there, that's right as well. So that one's right. And that one's right. It was this one that wasn't right. Okay, so There's your 1 inch. That looks better now. Yeah. Yes, yes. Oh, and that one fits perfectly. Don't know what I did differently. But that one fits perfectly in that corner there, right on there, which is really where you want it if you're going to create a pocket. Now that's your widest pocket, but you do have to glue this part in. Yes, I'm liking it a lot. It sort of makes me want, I wonder, I've got some of the, with these ones, I could use them in my beautiful blues, in my blue ones. So even though we were on, that's from the beautiful blue papers as well. It's because I've used scraps. And I had some in my top of my scraps, which is what that is. Which is why they're not plain. Loving it. I'm going to do these on a bigger curve if I can. Because it's a bigger outcome to it all, isn't it? Oh, look. Look, look, look. Let me just see that on a page. I just want to see it on a page. Oh, yes. So it could go on. Oh, sorry. Let me try it on the page with the one that I've actually stuck down, which would be helpful, wouldn't it? Oh, I like it. Doesn't go all on though, because of where your paper clips come. Yes, I understand that now. So that will only go as far as where your paper clips are. So if you wanted them to go all the way, you're going to have to make your paper go up all the way, but then you'd have to join your length of paper, unless you've got longer pieces of paper. Something to think about. Try it out, see what you think. I quite like it off the page though, like that. I think as a book page, that would be great. A little bit of a, note taking there. Oh, I like that. I like them that big. I prefer them that big. And they'd be much easier to decorate, wouldn't they? Or more simpler to decorate, I would think. I mean, these are nice because they'd make really cutie types. You have to think that compared to that. Plus this one goes on all the way, you see, because of where the thing comes. I like them both though. I think they both got a place. So I think we'll make some more of those up in blanks. I do, I like it a lot. Okay, so 1 inch, 3 3/4 inch, 6 inch and 8.5 inch. Perfect. Perfect. No trimming, no cutting. You just cut your page in half and you get these little cute double hidden paperclip pockets. Perfect. I absolutely love that. How cute. So I hope you will make some, stick them in your stash blank like this. You can use any scrap paper, any scraps that you have, and you can go from that size with this method and the same measurements, that size to that size. Well, let me get the finished one, okay? That'd help. How cute. Let me find something to go in there. A little ticket. A little tiny ticket. I made enough the other day. I didn't stop cutting till about 3 o'clock this morning. I was cutting up all of my tickets that I made on the last mass make. I've got loads. I'm so happy with them. But tonight I'm going to sit and ink all of them. But anyway, that's what we have. And you can go from this size all the way up to that size. And this is how they look on your page, remembering that these bigger ones don't go all the way. Look at that. Oh, I hope that was helpful to you. I quite like the fact that we can mass make those and put those blank ones in my stash to decorate as and when we get a project for them. That's amazing. So watch out. Okay, so this is what we've managed to get done. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'd call that a mass make. But while I was playing, I thought, because we did this one and I managed to work out how to do the, you know, the folding, I thought, well, I wonder why we need to do the 2 7/8. Because it's so close to 3, why not just do it at 3? So I did try some and it works. So the new measurements, just for you to remember, it's easier to remember, is 1, 3, 4.5, and 6.25. And that will do exactly the same job. It does exactly the same job. So if you go on the back side, fold that over, you stick a paper clip on, 2-inch paper clip, fold it up. There's a little bit of room to fold it up and then fold it down. Closes just nice, and then you've got your thing, and it works exactly the same way. And it does make it slightly taller. I think that was the one that I tested it on, actually. That's an old one. So yeah, just it makes it slightly taller, but that is about all it does. So I would say it's about a 2/8 of an inch taller. So it's not worth the 2 7/8 and the 4 3/8. It's, you may as well just round it up. So your measurement is 1, 3, 4.5, 6.25, and that will work every time. And it doesn't matter what size you do it on. Not those ones, because they're the different ones, but what size width you do it on, that's the size that you want for your 2-inch paper clips. If you want to do it this size, so you want to create the double pocket, where's my double pocket here? So a pocket here, and a paper clip that goes on there. These are fabulous. These are the sizes that you want for that, which is 1 inch, 3 3/4 inch, 6 inch, and 8.5. And that will do you. So we've done a full, let me get a sheet of paper, a full sheet of help. Okay, so we've got a full sheet of paper. We've done it with strips this width, this long, and all the way across. But these ones are done with this length. So they're the biggest ones that you're going to be able to get. And you can use up your papers from any kits that you've had, that you're finished with, background papers, anything you want you could use. You could use ledger paper, you could use book page. So cover your card in book page and make those up in book pages, ready to rock. All you've got to do then is decorate them with a bit of collage, stick an eyelet in and a dangle, and you're away. And I think they're wonderful. So I do hope that you've enjoyed that and you have found it informative. And, there's different options. You can leave them square. You can put a little notch in the little pocket bit if you want before you glue that up. You can use different options for your tabs on the side. So you can use material, bit of ribbon. You can leave the tab off. You don't need to have a tab. You can just put a bit of lace on like that. And then you've got, I did find something, look, for that little pocket. Look at that, how cute. Little bit of collage on there, and that would be the cutest little thing. Anyway, I will leave it there because I've waffled enough for today. And I'll see you in the next one. We'll be creating another mass make in a couple of days' time. And I think I'm going to be doing envelopes. So let's see where that one leads to. Let's hope it's not a rant at the beginning. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.